Hi, thank you very much for clicking onto this video. So y'all, this is another story. So if you don't like my stories or whatever, talking about certain things, you don't have to watch, you can unsubscribe. But I do like to share this type of stuff because it's certain people out here that it's like they hate when you defend yourself. Okay. And that's what I don't like. We're going to defend ourselves by all costs, okay? We don't care what the person look like, what race they are, how old they are, okay? Because some of these older people be super rude too out in public. They don't know how to act. But this is actually like a case of spiritual warfare. And I'm gonna just go into what happened, y'all. But I had to, and I'm just using my platform to like vent or whatever, to rant. But I'm just sharing my experience, especially for the people who go through this too. It's like you are not alone and you're not crazy either, because these people will actually make it seem like you're crazy. It's almost like trying to humiliate you in public. And this is what I do not like. This really pissed me off. I was like literally shaking. And it was like another time too, and it was actually in the same area. Something happened like 2 years ago, and it had something to do with my channel too. But it's like I found myself going to my, like I was like literally shaking, my legs was shaking, hands shaking. I had to like literally sit there and breathe so that I won't go crazy, so that I won't be on the news or catch a case because of somebody else that cannot even control their demons. But I was in a store looking for like a hair product, like something for my hair to like lay it down or whatever. And I was just like looking around, like, you know, you just be in a store just looking around, browsing around, minding your business. And I saw this lady in the store or whatever. It was like a couple of people in the store, but it wasn't crowded. And she saw me too, but when it was time to check out, the lady, I can tell the lady was behind me, right? But she didn't know I was behind her. Like, I ain't got to turn my head around to see if somebody's behind me or like who's behind me. But I was in line. It was a lady in front of me, and then it was a guy being checked out. So it was like 2 people ahead of me. And something was going on with the register to where like somebody else had to come out. And then another cashier came out, and she was like, she'll take the next person on 4. So naturally, it's like the lady that was in front of me, she was the next person in line. So she went over. And tell me why this lady, and it was a black lady too. It looked like she was like in her 40s or something. Probably like late 40s, but she was an older woman, I could tell. And she had short hair too. Her hair was like a little shorter than mine. But tell me why she takes it upon herself to jump me in line. She walks right in front of me, and I can tell by her body language. You know how you can tell by a person's body language that they know exactly what they was doing? Like, she knew that she was skipping me, but the thing is, she didn't think that I was gonna say nothing about it. And I don't know if it's because of how I look or whatever, because some people think I'd be like in high school or something. I don't know why they think that, but I don't think I look that young. But they think I'm in like high school or college possibly. But I don't know if it's because she thought I was young, like I wasn't gonna say nothing to her. And I'm sitting there staring at her because I'm looking, I'm like, did she really just skip me? Like, is this really happening right now? And so I asked her, I said, hey, I was like, were you already in front of the lady that went over there? She said, no. She was like, no, I was over there or something. So she basically acting like she don't know what's going on. Like, she acting like she did not just skip me. And I said, well, I was the first person. I mean, I was the next person in line. And she's looking all crazy. She started getting an attitude with me, fussing me out, talking about some, oh, well, she trying to make a scene already, y'all, like trying to embarrass me in the store because I spoke up for myself. Because I've been sitting there in line, waiting patiently, not saying nothing, minding my business. But she decided, she took it upon herself to skip me because she's impatient or whatever. I don't know what she got going on internally, but it ain't right. But yeah, she's on some, well, you can go ahead and go. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to go ahead and go next. And I'm just sitting there like in disbelief because I didn't want to like interact with her or whatever. But it's like I just wanted to let her know, it's like, hey, you did skip me. Because her energy was off anyway. You know how people just be like moving around like super crazy? Like, you could tell something was already going on with her. But I just took it upon myself. I just got out of the line. I went to the next line because the store wasn't crowded. I went to the other cashier. But like, I was actually pissed off because I just hate when people try to play with you like that. And what really pissed me off is because I'm the type of person to where I would let a person skip me in line. Like if they standing right there, I'll tell them to go, and you know, they be like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, go ahead and go. Like, I'm not in a rush. That's what I always say. So the fact that she would just sit there and skip me like that, that's what really pissed me off. Because I'm like, okay, now, because if she really needed to go that bad, I would have actually just let her go ahead and get in front of me. But the fact that she did it and it didn't take accountability for it is crazy. She's trying to make it seem like I'm crazy. It's almost like I was invisible standing right there. And when she saw me, but that goes to show you too, people be like really insecure too, because like them older women, they a trip. It's like if you got a nice body or whatever, if you look like something, they be like really hating on younger women, like not even joking. Because yesterday something similar happened to me with this woman that worked at the store. She was ringing me out, and I was telling her, I was like, I don't want the coupon, and she's sitting there rolling her eyes. She didn't think I saw her, but I'm sitting there looking at her. I'm like, she gonna sit there and roll her eyes because I said I don't want the coupon, so you gonna try to make me take the coupon? Like, what in the world? But it's like that type of energy. I hate that. And it was a black woman too, but she was like albino, but she always got like a little attitude. That's it's like more and more, like each day is really starting to show that people are not working on their self. Like they can't even control their self when they're in public. But I was gonna say, when I was getting, like, me and the lady getting checked out at the same time, but it's like we going back and forth, but I'm not doing her like how she doing me. She's being all loud and ghetto, y'all, and it's just like I'm thinking about me showing up in the world as a black woman. I feel like I'm representing other black women. I don't know if anybody else be feeling that way too. Like if you a black woman watching this, when you show up in the world, do you think about other black women, like how you're being represented? And I don't care where you going, but I think about that a lot. So I feel like that was super embarrassing. I had told her that too. I was like, you know, I was like, that's really ridiculous and it's embarrassing. I was like, you don't have to embarrass yourself in public like that. And she started getting triggered. Like whole time I'm triggering her because I'm not giving her the same type of energy she giving me, but I'm standing my ground, and I'm not letting her just say whatever she wants to me, because I already know what type of energy she on. She just out here looking to fight somebody, but she literally tried to fight me. Because I kept bringing, like, I wasn't keep bringing it up, but it's like I was talking to the other cashier about it, like what happened, because I feel like that's not right. And she was like, yeah, it's not right. Like the cashiers agreed with it because they saw like what was going on. They knew who was in line, who was in the store, but she thought that I kept bringing it up or whatever, but she was just getting triggered because she knew that she was wrong. And she didn't think nobody was gonna call her out on it. I guess she used to doing it, but she picked the wrong one today, because I was gonna say something about, well, I said something about it, but it had got really heated into a heated argument, y'all. And I just feel like this is like a small case of spiritual warfare, because tell me why she brought up going to church. And I found that very interesting. I said, wow. And I'm telling the cashier, like, I'm checking out, and I'm telling the cashier, because we can hear, like, she's being super loud, so it's like everybody can hear what's going on. And she's like, yeah, she was like, I'm so glad I went to church today, because if I didn't, like, basically she's saying that if she didn't go to church, that she was gonna whoop my tail. Like, basically she was threatening me, like she wanted to fight me, y'all, like, because I stood up for myself, because she skipped me in line. Crazy. That's some ghetto mess right there. That's like super ghetto. But I was like, wow. And I'm thinking, and I told her, I was like, when she mentioned the whole church thing, I was like, so what? Just because you went to church don't mean, that don't prove that you're a good person. I was like, I don't go to church. I don't need to go to church to prove that I'm a good person. And that triggered her even more. That's like when the fighting words start kicking in. That's when they be wanting to fight, because you done figured them out. That was her demons talking to her. Basically, she feel like she need to go to church. She need to get baptized or whatever to go through like a whole exorcism. I don't know, but her demons was taking control over her in that store. But no, I had ended up telling her, because at this point I was like really pissed off, because she's sitting there, you know, making fighting words, threatening me, talking about she gonna fight me, and talking about I need to go to church. But I had told her, I was like, yeah, I was like, you need to get your soul right. I was like, yeah, because clearly it ain't right. You out here in public embarrassing yourself, and you can't even take accountability for skipping somebody in line. Like, she too old to be doing that. It's like, what in the world? But it's older people out here like that. Even like, you know, it's just certain people out here like that. They think they can just get away with everything and nobody's going to say something. And they trying to bully you when you speak up for yourself, when you try to defend yourself, when you call them out on their stuff. And I just don't think that's right. But it shouldn't have to turn into like you wanting to fight somebody. No, just say like, hey, I'm sorry, I skipped you. But some people are not going to do that. They'll rather try to fight you. But you know, it is what it is. But some people are a trip. But some women be showing their insecurities too. It's almost like they'll try to sit there and try to humiliate you or pick on you. It's like they'll pick you out from the crowd, like, oh, let me mess with her, because that's like the mindset that they have. She thinking she can bully me in the store. I think not. But yeah, and I'm not perfect, y'all, because I found myself when I had went, because I was like literally shaking, my legs were shaking, hands shaking. I literally had to breathe like before I drove off, because I couldn't even drive when I had got back to my car. But I found myself like wanting to wait for her to come out the store, because she was like, she was checking out. I'm not perfect, okay, but that was a thought of mine. I mean, I was actually doing it. I was like, you know what, no, we need to just move forward and go, because I ain't trying to get in trouble, because that's exactly what they be wanting you to do, get in trouble. But I don't like how she tried to make it seem like I'm the one that was in the wrong, like I'm the crazy person, because I called her out on her stuff. And I did it very respectfully too. It's like they don't even respect that too. I could see it's like, oh, like, B, you just skipped me, you need to get behind me. It's almost like that's how she wanted it to be. But the fact that I said it in a very nice, respectful type of way, she couldn't even take that. She had to get into that type of energy. She had to get into that fighting energy. But it is what it is. But yeah, it's people out here, they cannot control their demons. But no, seriously, it's like more and more, it's like I'm starting to see, it's like clear as day, like these people just not even hiding it no more. But it's like when you start doing, like when you start working on yourself, especially your confidence too, it's like you trigger people when you be out minding your business in a store. Like I'm looking at chargers and stuff. I was looking at like random stuff, and it's like people just feel some type of way. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share, y'all. I like sharing those type of well, I don't like experiencing that type of stuff, but I feel like it be happening for a reason. But I just wanted to share my experience. I feel like it do seem like stuff been happening a lot, y'all, but I swear I'm not like a drama type of person. I literally be minding my business. This stuff be happening, but I do defend myself. And it's almost like I've been put in certain situations too, to where it's like I have to defend myself, because like usually I wouldn't say nothing. Or you know how like when you just get fed up, it's like you done chose to step into your power. It's like you cannot go back. But it's almost like people feel intimidated too, because it's like, you know, if you've been working on your energy, working on yourself, they know too. They'll act like they don't know, like they don't be recognizing, but they know. Because I feel like too, she could have been like, oh, it's like something different about her. I think she was like checking me out in the store, because I kept running into her in the store, which was super weird. But you just never know what type of stuff people got going on mentally. But you got to stay prepared too. So yeah, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. But yeah, I'm gonna go, y'all. Just wanted to share that. Thank y'all for listening to what I had to say. Oh, and I just want to say this, y'all. I am super okay. I don't need nobody gaslighting me in the comment section. I'm sharing my experience and my story. Everything's fine, okay? But yeah, and oh, I really want to say this, y'all. I'm sharing this type of stuff for the people that go through this, and then you share your experience with other people, but then other people think that you're the issue, like you're the problem, especially if you experience it a lot, because that's what they want you to think, almost like you're the problem, but you're not. It's because you are choosing to heal, work on yourself, okay? Especially if you're working on your confidence too. Oh yeah, that's really going to cause some issues. Have people wanting to fight you in the store like crazy, right? But yeah, I'm gonna go for real this time.